if you can hear me and see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Yeah, sorry I was late a bit today. I was stuck in a session. We were doing migration session for my previous batch. That was an offline session. So let's start. I'm waiting for others to join. We'll wait for a minute or so and then we'll start. Meanwhile, I was checking some messages were there in the group, though I could not read them properly. So are you guys facing some problem, some issue while working on this? Please share it with me.
Sohail, we
Yeah.
were getting that error message, the same error message that was sent on the message. I'll just read out the message once.
No, that's fine. I'll check the message. That's okay. I'll check the message.
Okay, so I was getting the same message that other person is getting. So as you
Okay.
said yesterday to shut down the system, restart the system, I tried with that also, but still the same.
So is it the error with while taking the RDP on machine?
No, by creating the virtual machine.
Yes, RDP.
Is it
When I
while
get
creating or
RDP,
while
Yes, yes,
taking
yes.
RDP?
ID. Yes, yes. Right, right. RDP.
No, I'm sorry. I'm still confused. Ajay, are these two different issues? One is facing with creating machine and one is facing while taking RDP, or what is it?
The second one, the RDP one. I'm
So no
facing
one
the
is facing
problem
any
while.
machine. No one is facing any issue while creating machine, right? Did I get it right?
right?
Yes.
Shalmay.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So we just tried to deploy one VM. Okay. I'm getting some error like basic this something. I'm trying to add the days,
Okay.
but I'm getting the error message like changing basic option may restart the select your like that. Shall I share that error in the chat?
No, that's okay. No one has to share anything. I asked you guys to create my ID in your subscription for some reason, so you don't have to share something. That's okay. You don't have to share it, guys. I'll log in here and I'll check. This is the purpose, or this was the reason why I asked you to create my ID, right? So when you have created, we should utilize that. We should use that feature, right? So let me first go to Ajay raised one issue. So I'll go to Ajay's subscription. Yeah, any other questions do you guys have? I am looking for credentials under Ajay's subscription. Ajay, you are a part of whose subscription?
Nelson.
Nelson's subscription. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Hi, Sohail, Shikha this side.
Yes, Shikha.
Actually, I was also facing issue while creating a virtual machine. I was not able to change the shutdown time. Like it was just appearing 7 p.m. only.
Got it. That's simple. I saw your screenshot. Remove the notification option from there. What happens when you keep the notification option? It tries to send a notification, and to send a notification, your exchange should be there in place. That is the reason that is not working. Do you see the notification option over there? Just remove that and try it once.
I can see that. Okay, I'll try it today. Okay. Thank you.
So, I have one question.
Yes, please. Who's that?
Sattar here.
Yes, Sattar.
So when I log into the my Azure portal and whatever I did, is it can be monitored by my supervisor or manager?
To your portal or something which you did do to your machine?
Say for example, for both, if I
See,
log into the portal,
I'll tell you what can be monitored. What can be monitored is that you accessed portal. What did you do in the portal that no one can monitor? Unless you have the screen monitoring in your company, I don't know, then that is a different thing. If the screen monitoring software is there, everything can be monitored. Right? But when it comes to log and networking logs, then they can only monitor that you access this website. But I am sure, be it any company, as far as it is educational thing, no one will have any issues. But rest, you know your company better.
No, regarding the real time, say for example, I'm working on one ticket and I did some mistake in that. So that can be monitored.
Are you talking about your current company or in general?
In general.
That depends on the company completely.
Okay.
And in general, if I have access to this portal, then yes, I can check anything and everything that what did you do. If I go to this Ajay's resource group, And if I have good experience with this, and if I know how to fetch logs, I can come here and I can fetch log, and I'll get each and everything that what did Ajay do? Did he log in on time? Did he log out on time? What did he do? See, he attached, deleted public IP. He attached public IP. He deleted network interface. So yes, to each and everything can be monitored from here. I thought you're
Okay.
asking a question about your current company.
No, not about company.
Someone who
In
has
general,
access on Azure portal, yes, everything can be monitored.
Okay.
So Ajay, where is your machine?
Sorry.
Where is your machine? You said you were facing some problem with the machine. Where is it? Which resource group?
Actually, I deleted yesterday.
Guys, I told you,
I
if delete it only if your practical was successful. Otherwise, how will I check? Are you getting the point? That what did you do
Yes.
wrong? What went wrong? Did you do something wrong, or was there some issue? How will I check? Right. So while we are doing this, Ajay, while I'm addressing others issue, create a machine. Let me see. Try taking a remote to that. If you're still not able to work, I'll see what are you doing. Okay. So I'll
No
leave
problem.
Ajay's this one. Shikha, I already answered your question. You just have to remove that particular thing, notification thing, and then you should be able to get that to work. But first, let me see your screenshot. Okay. Who else? Someone else raised a question.
Survey raised the question.
What was Ishaq bhai? I'll log in. I hope your machine is there, right?
No, I'm trying to create. While creating only, I'm getting that message.
Okay. Create a virtual machine that runs Linux, Windows, select an image, marketplace. Did you select an image? Looking at the error message, looks like that you did not select the operating system details.
I selected
Can you share your screen?
2019-60.
Can you share your screen and try doing that and show it to us what were you doing?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
I'll stop sharing my screen so you can share your screen. Looking at these errors, people, we will learn, right? That is the reason I'm asking you to keep creating machines.
Yeah.
You're sharing your screen? Yeah,
Yeah, I
see your
share.
screen. Let me
Okay.
bring it to the.
See, this is an
No,
error
wait,
I'm
wait,
getting. Yes.
wait a sec. Let me drag it to the other machine, other screen of mine, so these people can also see your screen, and they will also see if there are any errors they are getting. Can all of you see my screen? Or can all of you see Isaac's screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Isaac bhai, please proceed.
Yeah. If I click on next.
Okay, wait. Let's click on previous. We'll see one by one. And I'm leaving it up to you guys also. You can also look at that and try to figure out if you see any error here in this window. The error message says create a virtual machine that runs on Linux or Windows. Select an image from Azure Marketplace, or you can use your customized image. Complete the basic tab, review, provision, fine. Scroll down. You have selected your subscription. You have selected your resource group. You have given a name. Wait, you have selected standard. You've selected a name here. Standard username. Type the username. Click on password. You can mute yourself, Ishaq bhai.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mute yourself and we can work on this
Yeah,
to
sure.
avoid background noise. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please type the password. Guys, I'm requesting all of you to keep an eye and try to figure out what was the issue here. Do we have Suraj? Has Suraj joined? Okay, Suraj, today we'll try Linux. We'll create a virtual machine Linux, and we'll try to take RDP, not RDP, but connect to Linux machine. Click on yes here. Go back, Ishaq bhai, go back. Scroll down. The licensing part, check yes here. Would you like to use an existing license? No, it is not a mandatory field. I'm not saying that you are getting error because of this. I confirm, click on that. This will just save some money. Click on next. Are you trying to attach some disk there? Fine, fine. Click OK. Click next. You have selected your virtual network, basic. Scroll down. That's fine. That's fine. Scroll down. Click next. Disable this. Again, I'm not saying next. 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 Wait. Let it validate. So validation has passed. I don't think so. There should be any issue. Click on create. Click on create. Click on create. You clicked on create, right? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay, thanks. I was just checking the mute button of my mic. So I don't think so any issue is there as of now. Isagwe, you must have missed something because if you
Yeah, correct only. Yeah.
okay,
Yes.
fine. So you can
Yes.
stop sharing your screen. Anyone else? Ishika, we already answered your question. Anyone else, guys? Ajay, are you ready with your machine?
Almost done. Just 1 to 2 minutes. Almost done.
Sure,
I
no
have just
problem.
created, just saving now and creating.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so you'll click on create now. That's okay. I'll keep watching. Yeah. Yes. Meanwhile, anyone else who tried creating the machine and faced this error or anything?
Yes.
Who's that?
Yes, Ajay. Nitesh.
Yes, Nitish.
Actually, I have facing same issue.
Same as in, were you not able to create machine? Or are you not able to take
Ajay,
RDP? Ajay. Okay, we'll see that.
RDP, but I have deleted.
Let's never delete the machine. That is the reason I have asked you to create my ID here. That is the reason I have asked you to delete those resources where practical has been completed successfully. I want to see what have you done. So I'll be able to go ahead and check, and then I'll be able to give you the feedback. And these feedbacks you can utilize very well in your interviews, because they will ask that what kind of errors do you get? What kind of errors did you get while working on Azure portal? So you can mention these errors. Okay, we were trying to create some machines and then this happened, that happened. You can utilize this, and we tried that, we tried this. So do not delete machines or resources where you are getting error. And if let's say that the case is that I cannot check it for 2 or 3 days or 4 days, then I'll ask you to delete it, and I'll let you know when to create it. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Okay, I'll do it
Yes,
one more time.
Yes.
Okay, if we keep
Can
the
I?
VM wanted to keep charging hourly basis, just it will. That's fine. You have 15,000 rupees. Don't worry about it. The ultimate aim here is to learn. Sometimes if your money is being wasted, that's fine. As it is, it's a free amount we have got. What will happen maximum? आपका एक subscription खत्म हो जाएगा. Don't worry. We have plenty of people. Let me bring that chat, and I'm sure this is shared with all of you, right? Here it is. See, what will happen, Ibrahim, if you keep it? If this is exhaust, we can ask Mansha to create one. We can ask Afsar Bhai to create one. We can ask Insha to create one. Alzonia to create one. We can do this. If not, I'll give you access to my subscription. You don't worry about that, guys. Aim here is not to save money. Aim here is to learn. So if you're learning something out of it, be happy about it. That's okay. Spend money. And I just told you that the moment you message me or something, if I know that I cannot check it for next 4 days, I'll ask you to delete it. But if I'm not asking you to delete it, keep it. I will check it maybe in a day or so, and एक दो दिन में ज़्यादा कोई पैसे नहीं जाने वाले आपके. This is I'm saying only for resources where you're facing some error. This is not for those resources where you have completed your practical successfully. You have successfully completed something, delete it immediately. Got it?
Yes. Sohail, but still I'm getting the error message. If you allow me to share the screen, I can just share it once.
No, that's okay. We don't need to see your screen. We can check here.
Okay. Okay.
So this
No
is the
problem.
machine you created. You just ping me the password you created. Username and password.
Okay. No problem.
And meanwhile, I want you guys to help me with troubleshooting. All of you, I mean, including Ajay. I'm trying to take RDP to the machine which Ajay has created. I have not checked anything. Very first thing I'll try to do is take RDP to this machine. I looks like I won't be able to do it because it doesn't take this long. Still, I'm waiting for Ajay to send me the user ID and password. I won't even require that maybe because the moment we get login page, we'll just leave it. So this is the error we are getting, guys. What are the places I should check?
Auto
Yes, guys.
shutdown time.
No, why would you check auto shutdown? Who's that?
Shikha.
Shikha, why would you
For
check auto
detail.
shutdown?
We'll
Because
check whether
Well,
the
by
server
you
is
need
on
to
or
check
running
for
or not.
detail.
One by one, someone said whether we'll check whether the machine is on or not. Where can I check that?
In the status, but
Command
it is
prompt.
showing running.
It is running. So
That's
that is not the
correct.
case. Though I have already got what is the issue. Someone has pointed here the offline person, and it's very yes. Suraj, you are correct. Yes, you're correct, Suraj.
For
But I'm
detail.
still waiting for others to answer because the answer is there in front of the screen. Answer is in the section which we have covered yesterday. What all sections did we cover? We covered overview, we covered activity log, we covered IAM, we covered tags, and we covered this one. So your answer is in the one of these sections only. And it's very silly answer, I would say. It's right in front of
You'll see whether you have the permission or not. Like the
I
are
have
you included?
the correct approach,
Maybe
but
the
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, correct
no,
approach.
no. Actually, this is
why?
the Linux operating system. You need to
Bingo.
access
Got it.
SS.
Yes, who was that? Yusuf. Yeah, got it. Answer. It has been answered, guys. Yes. Thanks for approaching all of you. I
Okay.
want all of you to approach, and that was correct answer that I should check whether I have access or not. But I'm pretty sure I have access. Why? Because this user, Suhail user, I have ownership access on subscription. So by default, I have ownership access on Ajay's resource group, and by default, I have ownership access on this machine also. If you want to check, you can quickly go ahead here and check. And by the way, guys, this is I'm just showing because one of you raised. This is Suhail. Okay, I have ownership access. By the way, taking remote has nothing to do with your ownership access. You can take remote even if you're not part of the subscription, even if you're not there on Azure at all. This is being used publicly. If I share this IP with you, you should be able to take remote to this IP, irrespective whether you have Azure access or not. Even if you're not a part of my Azure Active Directory, you should be able to take remote. Why? Why am I saying this? Because am I logging into this machine using my Azure ID? When I log into this machine, do I use Azure ID?
No.
Which ID,
No.
user ID?
We have created the
Exactly.
password, username and the
So
password.
as far as the person has this IP and user ID and password, it doesn't matter whether he's the owner, his subscription. It doesn't matter if he's a part of your Azure Active Directory or not. Understand one thing, guys. This is your Azure portal. User and everything is being used here. But you have created a resource. This is for public use. It clearly says it is public IP. So your public doesn't have to be a part of your Azure portal. You're creating a user ID and password for them. Okay, so Ajay, please share the user ID and password.
I have just sent you on the personal chat.
Zoom,
UT-Kloud. I have just directly
Zoom
messaged
or
you.
WhatsApp.
Teams only, over Zoom only.
I don't see anything in our personal message. Can you just send that again?
Okay. Yes, forget. I'll just send it to
That's okay. You
everyone.
can send it here also. It's
I'll do it.
Because we are going to delete it, or let me ping your test ping and you can reply over there.
Done. I have just sent you 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sohail bhai, I'm unable to connect to the remote while taking the machine. I have created one just now, and I'm unable to connect it because might be it is my company's machine, so might be that one of the issue.
We'll see that.
If you
Same.
want,
Yeah,
I can
I
share
was
my screen.
also.
No, that's okay. We'll
I
see that.
was done. I
Ajay,
have
I'm
just sent
still
you
waiting.
message.
I'm still
I
waiting.
already sent you on the message. 1 second, I'll just send you on
Can
the
anyone
WhatsApp
see
only.
in the message? Ajay's message, can anyone see in the chat? Ajay's message, or is it only me?
No.
No,
On the
Ajay, no
Zoom,
one.
on the
No,
Zoom.
sorry, no.
Yeah, Zoom chat only we are talking about, Ajay.
Okay,
Zoom
1
chat.
second. I'm just sending on this group. What we say, WhatsApp group.
Okay, I got it. On WhatsApp, I got it. On
Okay,
Zoom,
thank you.
not only me, no one can see the message. So see what are you putting it in somewhere, some wrong place, because if you put a question here, I won't be able to see. Okay, so guys, now this is a Linux machine. This practical, I wanted to do it today because Suraj also raised this question. Good, Ajay created this machine. I won't have to create a machine now. I'll quickly just simply show it to you. And yesterday we finished till here, and today I wanted to start from this one. So networking we are doing later. So this is the part where I wanted to start. So all things have come together at a good time. So let's start. This portion will answer Suraj's questions also. This will resolve Ajay's error also, and this will cover one of our topics also. So the next topic which we are starting under virtual machine, we covered all this. We covered overview. We saw everything. What do we see here? We saw activity log. We saw IAM, which you already saw. Tags I covered in detail. Anyone has any questions related to tag? And guys, I
No,
told
sir.
you
No,
go
sorry.
here. I told you to go here and do some troubleshooting. Ajay, if you would have gone here and if you would have clicked on I cannot connect to my virtual machine, you would have got your answer by default. I'm sure you didn't do that. Did you?
No, Sohail.
Do that. This is the only
Yes, yes.
place which will help you. I'm not saying on this machine here. I will show it to you right away. But guys, whenever you face some problem, do this. This is the best way to practice. I have observed many people will ask me that how will I portray that I have worked for 2 years? Are you going to share some project? Guys, I can give you a project. कितना लंबा चलेगा project? एक हफ्ता? What will you learn in that project? Same thing. उससे ज़्यादा तो हमारी training चल रही. That's where you will learn. But instead of that, if you come here for every problem which you are facing, example, can't connect to VM. If you could have come here, choose an option. What is the issue you're facing? Okay, if you would have connected this, you will get your answers here and you will get to say something in your interview that what did you do? Okay, so make sure you follow this. As of now, we are starting this section, setting wala section. Networking, it's a whole together different topic. We have a separate category for networking, and we'll do that when we talk about networking. So I'm skipping the networking wala. Don't worry if I'm skipping something here, that does not mean we will not cover that. And networking को छोड़ के वैसे भी नहीं जा सकते. If you click here, it is a huge category. Okay, you cannot skip this. इसके बिना इंटरव्यू में बैठना आप इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकते हो. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते यहीं से, right? So we'll do the networking task later. Let's stick to connect, or let's start working with connect. So I'll click on connect. So under connect, guys, what do you see? That if you have created a machine, how to connect to that machine? So there are 3 ways. One is RDP, one is SSH, one is Bastion. We'll see all of these today. Maybe not Bastion. We'll see Bastion if it is suitable or not. One thing, guys, RDP. RDP will work only for your Windows machine. Remember that. This is something, this has nothing to do with Azure. This has nothing to do with our current course. This is very simple task. If you're working in IT, you should know this. RDP will work only for your Windows machine. If you did not know this, that is fine, but make sure that you are aware of this thing now. RDP is for Windows machine, and the port number of RDP is 3389. Make a note of this thing. Wherever you want, in your notepad, physical book, wherever you want to make a note of this, make a note of it. RDP will work only for Windows machine, and the port number for RDP is 3389. Is it clear to
So
everyone?
the port number will stay the same for every instance.
Yes. Is it clear to everyone? Can I move ahead to the next
Yes,
one?
sir.
Okay. Now
Yes.
utilizing
Yes, sir.
RDP, how can you utilize RDP? Let me quickly show it, but we have been doing that. Still, I want to show it because now we are covering this network part, we are covering this connect part, and this is being recorded. So I want to do it. I know I'm sure all of you know it. Still, I want to show it once. So this will be in recording. Okay. This is the connect part. This is my Windows machine. So connecting to a Windows machine, it's simply RDP is by default a part of your Windows machine. Whichever, if you are using a Windows machine to take remote, it is a part of your Windows machine. Okay. And you can simply go ahead and click on RDP, and you can utilize this IP address. So from where can you use this? You can click on start button. You can click RDP. You can type RDP, and this is what it is. RDP. Click on RDP, and you will see a pop-up like this, RDP. Here you can mention your IP address. Whatever you see here, you can mention, and you can click on connect. You select here, and you will see a user ID and password pop up. In my case, I'm not getting it because in past I've connected to this machine and that was saved. So I got connected directly. Is it clear, guys? How do you use RDP? One way.
Yes, Sohail bhai.
Okay, the machine is connected. You
Yes.
are not able to see it. It went to my first screen. That is how you get connected to your Windows machine using RDP. This is the machine. Okay, I am just hosting a website on that machine, so it looks like this. But this is the Windows machine we are talking about. This is Windows 10 machine we have. Okay, so this is how you can connect. This is one method to connect. Now let me show you the another method using that connect window. Again, it's RDP is the same thing, but what we had to do here, I had to go to my start menu. I had to go to my I had to go to RDP. I had to type that IP address, and I had to click. Let's say that there is a machine to which I connect on daily basis. Would you like to do this on daily basis? That you go to RDP, you open RDP, you type IP address, you type user ID and password. No, you won't like that, right? If there is any other shortcut, you would like to utilize that. So let me close this RDP session again, and I'll show it to you what is the next option. So you go to that machine which you plan to utilize. Now let's say this is the machine I plan to connect on daily basis. Okay, though I have my IP address, the first method can be used here, but the second method is you go to connect, and you download the RDP file. You download the RDP file, and you save that RDP file to your desktop. Once it is saved, you can go to your desktop. I'll go to my desktop, and I see here is the file. So I just have to double click on this. I won't have to type the IP address, guys. And this is what I see. Can you see? It already has the IP address inbuilt. I just have to press connect. Once I have typed the
Yes.
password and this one user ID and password, next time it won't even ask my user ID and password. It will start connecting daily. But where will you use this? You'll use this feature only on a machine which you use on daily basis. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
I'm logged into the machine. It went to my first screen. I'll just drag here. It's the same machine. Which one we were looking at? It's the same machine. So is it clear, guys? There are two methods. One is RDP is already installed. You can open the RDP, type your IP address manually, and log in it. Other method is downloaded, and then you simply have to click on that. Okay. Under connect, what else do you see? Ajay, if you would have used this feature, it would have answered your question. You have troubleshooting on RDP connectivity. If you're not able to RDP, what are the issues? You can, this section you guys, you can explore. Test your connection. We'll see this. Now, what will it test? That my IP address Okay, what does it mean, my IP address? This means I'm checking the inbound connection. Okay, I'm checking the inbound connection, or I can check the outbound connection. Inbound to this here, inbound मतलब इस machine पे जो connection आ रहा है वो. So what is my IP address? This is my IP address. This is the IP address of my machine, the physical machine. ये जो मेरा laptop है उसका IP address है. Or I can keep any IP address for that matter. Which service I want to check? I want to check RDP. So I'll go ahead here and I'll select RDP. I hope I see RDP here.
It went down. It went down. I
Yeah,
saw.
it's alphabetical.
Yes, yeah, got it.
It's in the capital letter.
Okay, so I'll just simply test my connection. Now, what is it checking? It is not using any user ID. It is not using any password. It is not using anything. It is simply checking if my IP address, I mean my laptop's IP address, has connectivity to this IP address. This is virtual machine's IP address using RDP port. That's what it is checking. Simple. And we'll see the result here. This will have connectivity. Why? This is a Windows machine. If same thing Ajay would have done on his Linux machine, he would have seen a failure and he would have seen an error message that RDP port is not opened on your virtual machine. But this is the way you can check the connectivity without having user ID, without having password. Is it clear? What is there under connect session under RDP? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any questions do you have? This will definitely you can use in your interview when they say what types of error did you see when working on virtual machines. You can say that while sometimes I created virtual machines and I was not able to connect to them, and now I have already created that machine, I don't want to delete and rework, though that option is always there. You're a part of implementation team, you can do that. But why to do that when you can troubleshoot some settings? So you can say that I used to go to the connect section and I used to go to connect session and I used to check this. Okay, one more question was there. It was asked to me offline on one of the WhatsApp group. Mosami has asked that. I guess she's not a part of this session today. That what is the network watcher resource group? Whenever we are creating resources, I see network watcher resource group, and I'm sure you guys must have observed the same. So do not delete that, guys. It is nothing, just creating your network watcher details. I mean, how your connections are being created. That is not a chargeable resource, so ignore that and leave it. So if you see a resource group named Network Watcher, do not worry about it. No one has created that. It is being created automatically and it is tracking your network connectivity. And that's what it says, that use Network Watcher for detailed connection tracing. So it just shows the connection tracing कि कौन सा network कहाँ से जा रहा है, कहाँ से hop होकर जा रहा है. That's all it shows. Clear to everyone?
So it means like Windows should trace out command like this, right?
Yeah, simply like that. Yes, someone else was asking something.
Yes, the problem was I was selecting the Linux. That was the reason I was not able to connect. For that, my error message.
Yeah, I think we already discussed that, Ajay, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to confirm it once. Done.
Yeah. So guys, here on the Windows machine, it clearly shows that the network connectivity is allowed. So if there are some issues, you'll have to do some further troubleshooting, but there's no issue at the network level. If there was some issue at the network level, it would show here. So that is the part what we have covered under connect, under RDP. That's okay, nothing happens. Network watcher group is just for your information. If you delete the resource group, nothing will happen. Don't worry. It is just for the information purpose. Okay, guys. So under connect, we covered RDP part. Now we are talking about SSH part. Is it a good decision to check SSH on a Windows machine? It is a wise decision? No. So we'll require a Linux machine for that. So let's go to Ajay's machine where he has created an SSH one. Okay. So same thing you can do here. You can test your connection, similar thing. Just because this is Linux, it's not working some different. The only different part here is to connect to this machine, you will require another Mac terminal or a Linux terminal. I have a Linux terminal. From here, I can show it to you that how to connect to a machine. And if you want to connect to to one of the Linux machine from Windows, you will require a software name putty or putty. Some people pronounce it as putty, some people pronounce it as putty, Putty. Feel free to pronounce however you want. This is the software. You simply have to type your IP address here. Which IP are we typing here? Your virtual machine's IP. I mean, in a similar way, layman way, if I tell you this is your RDP for your Linux, but don't ever say that. Okay, it's completely incorrect in a technical manner. Click on open. Here you will type your ID and password. Click on yes. This is as good as you get a certificate option on Windows. Here you type your login ID. From where will you get this login ID, guys?
The username
At
and the
the
password
time
that
of
I
machine
created.
creation.
Right, at the time of machine creation, whatever user ID and password you have created, that is the one you will use here. Now Ajay has shared it with me, so I'm trying. I'm not sure if there's some issue with the password.
Okay, you
but
can
it is
just
like-
try with perupali@123. Can you just try it once?
Okay, but that's okay. It's a Linux machine. Login करने के बाद भी आप लोगों को कुछ नहीं दिखने वाला है. Black window ही दिखने वाला है. And that's all you will see. I'm still not able. Okay, we are logged in now. This is how a Linux server looks like. Unless you know some commands, you're stuck here. Okay. And here I'm not going to show you something how to update, how to patch, how to do something. We are not doing that at all here because Linux is not a part of our course, neither the Windows is. So we are not getting into operating system. But yes, now you're logged in. So now did you is it answer your question how to log into a Linux machine, Suraj? And this is what you get under connect section. Okay, when you go to your virtual machine, when you go to connect section, you see two options. One is RDP, applies to Windows. You see SSH, which applies to Linux. Bastion we are going to see later. Troubleshooting is similar, same test connection. You can test your connection there, you can test your connection here. The only difference is there you will test your connection on port 3389. Here your connection will be checked on port I guess it's 25 or 22. SSH port is 22. Section is about to finish, guys. Only 1 minute is pending, so we'll take a break of 5 minutes. I'll see you in 5 minutes using the same link, and later we'll talk about disk or we'll talk about Bastion. We'll see that. I'm stopping the session.